Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to show you the project that I've been working on in the past 2 days. This is going to be like a realistic grenade script, which works differently compared to a normal high explosive grenade. So there is a few things to keep in mind. In this case, the grenade doesn't kill because of the explosion itself, but because of the shrapnels and the fragments that hits you. So pretty much you will be having a different effect depending on how many shrapnels that hit you. So the way that we can give the player a grenade, a fragmentation, is by using this command, and by using it, it will give a grenade in your hand. There is a few things to keep in mind. If you just press the left mouse button and release it, it will throw the grenade, but nothing is going to happen because we didn't pull out the pin, and by doing it you can just step on it and pick it up again. After pressing E you can pull out the pin, but it's not going to explode because we didn't throw it away yet, so that's normal. But once you do it, by the way, you can also make sure that the grenade falls all over the glass, so the windows, and it will fly. So as you can see, there is some damage left, so just keep in mind that. We can also enable frag debug, and that will allow us to see the path of the fragments, and we can also a bit slow down the fragmentation speed, so you can see it in real time how they are actually flying. So we will now throw it somewhere here, and you should see the path. As you can see, it with some serious damage. We even left some fragments on the floor, which is cool, but I plan to add a little bit more as we go. Now, there is a few things to keep in mind. Depending on like where it goes, it will make different sounds. So, for example, if you throw it nearby like crates or wooden items or objects, it will make like a wooden debris sound. But if you throw it in the water, it should give less sharpness, and it should also cause less damage because it have sharpness and also different sound. So it's going to sound more like a water explosion. So if you throw it here, we should hear it. As you can see, it's made like a water explosion sound. You can also see it as shrapnel. So if you would stand here, it would unlikely hit you because there is no shrapnel that fly out of the water. So there is one more thing that I wanted to show. So if you actually pull out the pin and throw the grenade away, you can still pick it up. This is useful if an enemy throws a frag like nearby you, and you can just pick it up the same way when it's on the floor and throw it again. So I will demonstrate this now. So we have here. So let's say you drop it incorrectly here, you pick it up and you throw it again. It still explodes the same way because I didn't pull out the pin again because it was already. So that's nice. Well, somehow the enemy managed to survive the blast, which I'm not sure how that happened, but I will look into that later. So, just a few things to keep in mind. And also there is a new thing, which happens if you, like, for example, throw the grenade here, and you step behind it. It will not kill you, but it will have a different sound effect. Obviously, because there is like different it is a different sound because it's just the wall is like keeping the noise left, and it sounds so metal, so you just don't get hit because of that. So most of the stuff for this, and it's also using the physics engine. So just keep in mind that you will need to enable that in order for this to work properly. Besides of this, there is not much happens. Like I said, there is different sounds. For example, the only thing that I want to show is that if you get hit, you will hear like groan effect. So for example, if you get hit nearby and you stand here, you see there is like a sound effect. So that's going to give like a slight, well, let's just say morbid effect for the sounds. But yeah, you can also disable that if you wish. Um, Beside of that, there is not much. Explosion is less like explosive, so it's not seems like a high explosive grenade. It's much more acts like a realistic one. So there's like smoke, some sparks, depending on the sharpness and stuff like that. So yeah, and there is like a little shockwave as well. But there is that all, and thank you guys for watching, and let me know what you think. See you.